Bite-Sized and Bossy, rising up the ranks, handing out encouragement, deposits in their banks. Inspiration coming at you like a river flowing. Women paving paths, look at them going. Bite-Sized and Bossy, rising up the ranks, handing out encouragement, deposits.
Welcome. I'm Erin,
And I'm Tammy.
and this is Bite-Sized and
Bite-Sized and
Bossy.
Bossy. We're getting so much
I
better.
felt like that was solid. I honestly did. I mean, maybe like I thought in my ears, I don't know, like it felt right. It felt right.
Well, you're not doing any weird shit anymore where you're like trying to hold and
I
trying to.
am. Yeah, I
Now
pursed my
I'm
lips. I'm like,
staring at your lips, waiting for them to move.
well,
And then I just match you like singing.
yes,
You want to
exactly.
sing?
So, well, you've taught me well. So we have great guests today, actually. Really great
Oh,
guests. It's
who do we
us.
got? What do you mean we
So
didn't we didn't book anybody? We have people that are like
we
lining
have
up to do
lots of people
this.
waiting in line, but we thought it was time because we're wrapping up season 2. This is exciting.
Okay. Listen, I know that our producer said this was the wrap of season 2, but how the F do we wrap season 2? Like that we've only been doing this a year. What does that mean?
I mean, so every one of our seasons now has 20 episodes,
Is
right?
that
Yeah.
how
So,
podcasts I don't listen to podcasts. Is that how podcasts work?
yes. Yes. So you have
Oh,
like TV shows, right? Like Friends has like 7 million trillion seasons, but you're like, they weren't on for 7 million trillion years. So,
well, actually they do 26 episodes or 13.
yeah,
So that's why I'm like, is 20 like a podcast thing? Anyways, I'm going
we
down a
beat
rabbit
them.
hole.
If they had
Okay.
13, we have 20 in our season. And so that means in like less than a year, we've recorded 40 episodes.
Well, I'm actually thinking about our trip to RFDC, and that was kind of like our first time doing it in person.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what we were doing. We didn't ask permission, and now we are to the place where we're being invited places to do this live. So we must be doing something right.
We are lucky that we are growing and growing fast, but it also shows that there's a need, right? There's a need for lifting women up in our space
Hmm.
and for the type of doing it without selling, doing it just to do the right thing. There was something that was there that we found. We to be honest, for me, I feel like I stumbled upon it. Um
Mm. Why do you think you stumbled upon it?
Because I've
When I
always been,
when
I mean, great question. I've always been like a promoter of women, right? Like I've
right.
always felt like we need to lift up these voices. But it was when you and I were sitting around and someone said you should have a podcast. And I was like, why? And it just kind of like happened naturally.
We'll
And
see.
that's what I love about it is that it wasn't forced. It wasn't anyone being like, go start a podcast. It wasn't, I have to have this because it's part of my business plan. It was truly a natural thing that just kind of happened. And I think that's why we've seen as much success as we have.
Well, I'm going to be Kate McKinnon here and say, a little different for me. I had
Yeah.
actually been dreaming about this, and I really wanted to do a female forward podcast. In fact, when Crystal Craven now and Lauren Selman and I had started Worth, it was something I had pitched to them. And candidly, I just think it didn't happen because we didn't have an Erin to go get a producer and say, hell yeah, I want to put my musical theater degree to use and we're going to do this. And
What you didn't
so
have was someone who was naive that said, how hard can it be to start a podcast? I will Google this. And like, I'm a big fan of like, you jump and you figure it out afterwards. So I think we activated on it really, really well. And so, yes, that's why I say, like, for me, I stumbled upon it. For you,
mhm,
it's been in the cards for a very long time, which is very exciting. But like,
yeah.
do you feel it's been as successful as I have?
Yeah, listen, for me, one of the real aha moments was when we got to go to the Industry and Now event just outside of Chicago. And there were people that were coming up and saying, I feel like I know you. And when we were at the QSR FSR event in Atlanta, when like that young woman came up and wanted to like take a picture with us, and she wanted to be on the show,
Yeah.
and Tanya reaching out and saying, hey, I've been listening to this and I'd like to be on. And so, and in all transparency, I don't like to hear myself talk. And I know that anyone who knows me says that she's lying. back and listen to the episodes because I was there, and I try to just be in the minute, in the moment when we're
Yeah.
doing this. So the most surprising thing for me has been that like people are actually listening.
Yeah, and a lot of people are listening. And just to be clear, you can talk me to sleep any night. I love your voice; it's beautiful. But I do think we have something special, and I think you're right on the people that have raised their hand and said, like, "Hey, I want to be part of this too." I think the other thing that's been exciting is when I talk to people and they go, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk to you. I've been listening to your podcast," and I was like, "Oh, what episode?" Because, like, I have to remember all the episodes too and
Yeah.
everything everyone said, just like you do. So, like, for you, what's been your favorite or one of your favorite guests?
My favorite guest, and yes, I realize I have a Dirtbags t-shirt on, and that's because I'm on Team Dirtbag all the time. And also, it's the Long Beach softball team because that's on brand.
Oh, there you go.
What was the question?
Oh my goodness.
I
It's
have a
what
terrible memory. I have menopause brain. It's coming for you. You just watch out.
oh, I'm sure I will get the same. But what's your favorite or one of your
Oh,
favorite guests we've had on?
and not so much a favorite guest, but like legitimately one of my favorite moments was having Jennifer Dodd on and her sharing something so deeply personal. I'm not even going to tell people here because if you didn't listen to the episode, you should go back and
Oh,
listen
you
to
have to
it.
listen. They should
She
listen if they haven't.
really reveals something, a hardship she experienced as a child, and to see one, her vulnerability, her sharing that with us live, and then just sort of getting the reaction out of her that in that moment, I will never forget that. And
Yeah.
because of that, like at the last show, I think I introduced her to the folks over at like No Kid Hungry. I was to my friend Sarah. I said, Sarah, you've got to know her, and I think she'd be a great to work with you guys.
Yeah, I really liked her too. And spoiler alert, she does talk about a treehouse in it. That gives nothing away, just so you know. You have to listen to the episode. It's really good. And I think for me, like lifting up these women's stories, and everybody has a different story, but there's a
Hmm.
lot of like themes that come out,
Yes, we
right?
are seeing themes. So the real question becomes, should we put out a book on this? Like, should we turn this into like a lifestyle brand? I've had people ask me if we're going to go outside of the restaurant industry. And I've just said, I don't know. As
I
if
think we should go outside of the restaurant industry at some point. We still have a lot of amazing women
I
to lift up
know.
in the restaurant industry. And as for a book, like I don't read. So,
I
I
don't
mean, I
read
could
either.
start.
I was thinking pictures and big names of
Oh, yeah, we
people.
can do a picture book. I'm all for
Listen,
that.
but okay, Carl wrote a book. Carl Osborne, my friend, he wrote a book and he gets to go to all kinds of conferences because he's an author. So I want us to have that too.
All right. I want to start with a children's book, like how to empower your daughter,
Okay,
right?
well, you've got two. Are you just like leaving out your son? Like, what's up?
No,
That's
we can
not
empower
cool.
him to be a good human to the women he works with, right? And how he grows in that too. I mean, he already opens the door. Like I literally will stand in front of the door and be like, this door's not going to open itself. Like, let's roll. I mean, I'm used to opening my own door, but I like that I'm teaching them to like
Well, I think
do
it's
some of
because
those things.
your kids are hysterical, and I have been friends with Erin on Facebook a lot longer than we've probably been super close or doing this podcast. And I can't tell you how many times she would narrate a story that occurred between her and one of her children. Obviously, making it real punchy and funny. And I would literally send her a text or a message and say, "Oh my God, I love your kids. I love your family. I love your life. I want to know them." And so I cannot wait to meet little Liam.
I know, really
Yes.
soon, and he's not so little anymore. He's getting pretty tall.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's gonna be a little guy for much longer generally. He's gonna be a big guy.
No, and he loves sports. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm not the soccer mom or the baseball mom, but I am now. So what I did in order to own the sport mom look is I went out and bought lots of really cute earrings and t-shirts that say like baseball mom. So I feel like I'm living that now, but for any of those baseball soccer moms, a lot of the working moms we talk to, if you have any tips, please send them
Yeah.
my way.
I like that tip though, Aaron. I think you just invented one. Put a sticker on your car so that, your kids see that you're invested. Look, maybe you could just, because Liam's in tons of sports. Maybe you'd put baseball mom, and then next week you put soccer
Oh
mom,
my
and
gosh.
and I could put one that says like drinking mom. Maybe not on the car. That's probably a bad idea.
Oh my God. All right. other guests that we loved.
Oh my
I
God.
Our most recent guest, Kim Russin,
Yes,
one of my
she's a
favorite
badass.
humans to talk to, only
Hmm.
because I know what she must have gone through
Yeah.
starting Tao 25, 26 years ago and being one of very few women. Like you spoke to her because you have some nightlife experience, right?
Hmm.
Like it was rough back then to be a woman in this space.
Well, I'm imagine that it's still rough. I mean, I will tell you, I worked for one of those companies that owned nightclubs and whatnot. And my boss at the time, her and I, when we realized that Vegas has the role of like promotional marketing person. So we had to hire all of these promotional women, and their
Mhm.
job was also, by the way, to serve drinks.
Yep.
But if they're promotional, you could dictate more of their aesthetics. So I remember the first time when we held auditions for our waitressing promotion marketing jobs. And I just remember she came back and her eyes were so huge, like, I cannot believe what is legal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I remember some of the team going into, I think it was like a club audition,
Hmm.
and we called them models that served in Las
Oh,
Vegas.
oh yeah,
And
models.
they, part of the audition was to show what you look like in the uniform. And if you've ever been to a
100%.
pool
Yep.
in the summer, you know
Yep.
what the uniform looks like. And
Yep.
I was, a couple of the guys were like, "Oh, it was a long day. I had to sit through this." I was like, "Oh man, your life sucks. Like, oh, how'd
Hmm.
you make it?" But like, that was really people's jobs. And it
Yeah.
probably still is. But I think for Kim to power through that and become the powerhouse that she is, really unbelievable. And I like hearing a lot of the women we've had on talk about adversity they faced and
Hmm.
how they overcame that adversity. And I think that's really impactful, especially for women in our space.
Jessica sent us pictures of her family camping
Yes.
after our episode. I loved that. I thought that was cool. Jessica that just took the job with was it
Bagel
bagels? Bagel
brands.
brands. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I just think bagels. Think Jessica, think bagels.
She was the CMO of Dig In and then went over to be the CMO of Bagel Brands, which has
Hmm.
Einstein's, I believe.
Yeah,
And
they're gihugous.
I think one of the things, because she has, I can't remember how old the twins are. They're
They're
really
young.
young, the little
Yeah,
girls.
they're young.
So what we've learned though is women can't do it all by themselves.
No, she's got a team.
She literally said that she travels with a team and it's like her family, and wherever she moves, they all move with her. And in which case I would like to be in her family as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
we tried. If you remember, we actually said, "Are you taking any applicants? Can you adopt us?" But I have since also gotten a preview of your house.
oh,
You
yes.
could adopt people. Why don't you adopt me?
I mean, yes, you're welcome. You can come and hang out in any one
Also,
of the
she's
million
younger
rooms.
than me, so I would love to call her mom.
Oh, well, I live in Wisconsin too, right? I get a little more for my money than you do in Long Beach, probably.
Well, probably our places are probably worth about the same amount, but it's not a contest. It just
Not a
looks really
contest.
large, and
No,
I'm
I'm
like,
pretty sure. I think you told me, and I think yours is like twice worth as much as mine is. But like,
well, if that's the case, I'm selling mine and moving to yours.
you could. But like, I also have children, so everything's destroyed all the time. So
Yeah, well, that's like one time someone said, like, why don't you have kids? And very quickly chipped back, because I like money.
also,
And
you
that,
like white things. Everything behind you is white there,
no,
and that
no,
would not
no.
stay that way.
It's not all white things. It's light colors, though, pastels. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, no, my cousin's kids ruined my coffee table. My dogs have chewed every rug here. This place is only looking as beautiful as you think that it is.
Oh, I threatened my kid's life before we came to your house. I was like, don't touch anything. If you make a mess, you clean it up. Make sure there's placemats and coasters everywhere. They
They
did
did a
good.
great
They
job.
did
They
good.
did a great job. Yes. Well, Erin, so what was your favorite moment, or what was the thing that you really have gotten the most out of with doing this?
I love, like I said, the themes that come alive, but like Walter, she is the CMO of Freddy's. And it was really impactful for me to hear her talk about being mentored and coached and
Hmm.
what that looked like, and her trying to figure out kind of her space and being uh, okay doing that and not feeling like, oh, I can't go ask for help. She flat out said, I need help. I need a coach. And I think she came to you for that, right?
She did something like that. Well, I knew she was in a new role. I knew she had the potential. I knew her boss. And she was just nervous about the number sides of things. And if you're somebody whose brain is more creatively oriented, sometimes you feel like you can't do something. And I had just seen Jackie at Whirl, and I thought Jackie told me what she was trying to do and the door she was trying to open. And so I just put them together. It's just listening.
Well,
I mean,
and
that's it.
connecting.
It's listening. I mean, I
Hmm.
joke that I have a terrible memory, and I think I do have like early onset Alzheimer's. But I somehow manage to remember those things. Like I remember how things made me feel, even if I don't remember all the words.
That's Maya Angelou said that, right?
Oh, well, Maya Angelou and I are like one in the same.
What basically, yeah, that's what when I look at you, that's what I think. I think, oh man, she's just like Maya. Makes sense. All right. Well, the other one that I really enjoyed was Jennifer Loper of C3.
Oh, hold on. That was so generous. And you know what? I feel a little bad because I feel like it was our first episodes that we sponsored. And when I did go back and listen to a little bit of that, and it felt like there was a lot of sponsorship in the episodes. And so I think we're still trying to figure out that right balance. But I love her so much for taking a
Mhm.
chance on us in every way. And I think people out there should know how we use the money. Like we use the money to pay someone to help us produce it because
Mhm.
Erin and I are not experts and we don't know how to do this or have the time. And so we have somebody on our team. We get a team too, who handles that for us. And so we basically just give it all to him
Yeah, no, we're
like
very,
a pimp.
very blessed because
Mhm.
of that. And so the money
Yeah.
does go back in to make the podcast continue to be
Yeah.
sustainable, to do what we want to do, which is to lift these women up. And yeah, she was wonderful to come forward. And again, that was one of those things
Yeah.
where, again, naive Aaron, right? People are like, how do we sponsor? I was like, I don't know. Hold on. Let me Google that too. And we figured it out, right? We've learned. And I think that's a testament to what we're hearing through these women too, is
Mhm.
sometimes you just have to figure it out.
Yeah, listen, everybody out there, we don't know what we're doing. Aaron listens to podcasts and has given us some direction and
Have
advice,
you
but
you
I just
have
show
listened
up.
to podcasts?
I have not.
That
I've never listened to Call Her Daddy. Oh, I lied. I just listened to Fred LaFranc's new podcast with Christina Wiltsey,
okay.
who is like the executive in the Mystic. So go check that out. Also, we have inspired some women.
Mhm.
So Liz Seeley was a
Yep.
guest, and she's doing her own podcast now.
Betsy Ham.
Betsy Ham, and I just read that Allie Haskell over at
Mhm.
CBS wants
Oh,
to do.
Satine started one.
Satine started one. So I would say, if nothing else, we have spawned a new generation of women on podcasts in our little part of the world.
We're like the first man on the moon, or like George Washington here,
Oh,
really.
exactly,
Yeah.
Erin. I see those moon
Mhm.
boots on you every time I look at you.
We're breaking walls, down barriers. I don't that sounds like it should be a song or maybe a country song. Anywho,
Or
uh
maybe it was a song, or maybe it's
yeah.
just, shit people say all the time.
I do I do listen to podcasts. In fact, I listen to Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert.
Hmm.
And so a lot of when we were putting this together and we were talking about like people were like you're going to have more than one, like you're going to have two hosts or however many
Yeah.
hosts. I thought, well yeah, Dax does it. He has Monica. And so that's kind of like what I had envisioned and I think it's really come to fruition. Now, he is ultimately much more successful at his right now and
Well,
also,
hold on.
famous.
He's married to an awesome person.
Yeah,
Kristen Bell. Hello.
yes,
She's way more famous than
from
him.
Frozen. I mean,
Yes.
she's adorable. Have you
Yes.
seen the video with the
And
sloth?
she's like this big too. She's
I
like
know.
so
She's so
tiny.
tiny. But he's so funny. So I
Yeah,
do
he
love
is
it and I
funny.
learned something. You laugh, you learn something. You walk away with some sort of takeaway and I think that's what we aim to do too.
Well, we could be funnier, but we are sober during this.
I mean, I'm hysterical. Although I'm sure alcohol would help.
Well,
All right.
alcohol or
So,
other things, but
Tammy, do you want to talk about where we're going to be next week?
Oh, yeah, this is so exciting. So this feels like a culmination of all of our efforts. So Erin is fancy and she's worked at big companies on the brand side and
Whatever.
gets to be a keynote. Tammy is just a lowly salesperson.
No, stop it.
That's how they treat women in our industry.
To
Like
be
you're
fair,
not good
yes,
enough.
yes, you are
You're
correct.
not good enough. You had just only sell things. So for me, this is amazing. I've never been asked to keynote anything in my life. So this is
Until
a big
now.
deal. And I say it in jest every time, but I mean it because Taylor Swift had to start somewhere.
I
I've
think she
seen
started
those
in like a
country
bar
fairs.
somewhere and then she did like the what is it, that blueberry place in Nashville? Like it's also a
Oh,
bar, I think maybe too.
is it like Blue Note or Blue Bell or Blue Bird? It's the
Bluebird. There we
Bluebird.
go. We got
Yeah,
there.
awesome. We would be good at Pictionary together. So I'm super excited about this because it's going to be in Wisconsin. So
Mhm.
also they paid for my flight. Like they're flying us to Wisconsin. They are paying for our hotel. They are giving us a stipend to be there and to do this. And we get to meet the CEO of Culver's. So
Yes.
I couldn't be more excited about this. In fact, if anybody does want to go, there are still tickets. I think they're on sale through the end of the day Tuesday. They're only 150 bucks. And so if you want to go, please go. Let us know you're going if you are going to
Well, and
go.
there's going to be like 500 or 600 women at this thing, which is very exciting for me to
Yeah.
like be in front of this many women that we can
In
help.
Wisconsin, they're going to
Yeah. Well,
recognize you
yeah.
in the
No,
grocery
I also
store.
love that too. So I think just the feeling when they reached out and said, "We've been listening. We heard about your podcast." No one reached out to them. No
Yeah.
one did anything. They
Nope.
found us. They said, "We've been listening to your podcast and we'd be interested in having you here." And it came to light that they wanted us to be the closing keynote and record live
Hmm.
on stage. We're the only thing standing between people and happy hour. So hopefully they're
Mm.
engaged and excited. But it's really exciting. And so they said, you need to have a female CEO, or we
Yeah.
wanted one to interview. And there are a few in Wisconsin. And they came to us and said, "What do you think about Julie Fussner, the CEO, newly appointed CEO of Culver's?" And that, I mean, hands down, super excited to meet her. I've done a lot of reading on her, and clearly I'm a big Culver's fan. So that's going to be exciting. And to be able to meet her in real life, too.
Well, listen, I'm not a journalist. You're not a journalist, but let me tell you, we're scooping everybody in the industry.
Yes.
She hasn't done any press. She hasn't done anything since she's taken this role. I think we're her first one. So, Danny Klein is a friend of mine. So
Hmm.
I sent him a text and said, haha, we get her first.
Yes, for her to be in person, that's a really big deal. And so I'm
It's a
very,
big deal.
very excited. And we get to go to Madison and
Oh,
to
yeah.
Monona
Party
Terrace.
town.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So excited about that. And then right shortly thereafter, we're going to be at RFDC again for our second annual time. And this time we knew what to do and who to ask and how to get
Hmm.
there. So we're really excited. It
Yes.
is, I would say, last year when I went, there was a little piece of me that went, why am I going? I'm in charge of like marketing and technology. Why would I go to
Last year
RFDC?
was your first year, right?
Right. It was my
Okay.
first year. And it's restaurant finance development conference is what it
Yeah.
stands for. And I went, I'm marketing and technology. Those
Yeah.
two, where does this fit in? I was so taken aback at how much I enjoyed it and how much I learned and how much I was able to network with all my peers there.
Hmm.
I wouldn't miss it again for the world. And this year it's at in Las
At the
Vegas, like it was
Bellagio.
last year, but at the
Hmm.
Bellagio. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah, it goes back and forth to the Bellagio. It's been at the Wynn. Last year was at the Fountain Blue, which I really, really liked. We're back at the Bellagio this year, and shout out to Gail and the team over at
mhm.
RFDC because we did reach out and ask if we can broadcast. They don't really have a great area to do that. So we're looking for some ladies that are going to be there maybe Monday morning before the show
Mhm.
starts. So I'm doing some outreach now to find us some guests. And I think we're going to end up recording just out on the grand patio.
Which is beautiful.
It's beautiful. And even if it's raining, it's totally covered. And
Mhm.
actually, we're outside away from people. The thing that, if you haven't been to this show, the thing that's really remarkable and different is that it's a lot of suits. It is a lot of men and a lot of suits. It's all the
Yes.
bankers, it's the investment people. And so, working in data and analytics, I have been going to this show for about 10 years.
Oh wow.
And the nice thing about RFTC is anybody can go. You can just buy a pass. So
Yep.
it's the easiest show. So a lot of vendors go to take meetings and to be there for networking and
Mhm.
parties, but they're not going to like run a booth. There's a trade show floor. But and it's a lot of franchises, right? Like the franchisees are going there looking for new franchises. They're signing those
Mhm.
deals. So it's a big M&A type of conference. Like a
Yeah.
lot of activity comes out of that thing.
But there was a lot of technology. I was so shocked at how much technology was actually there last year that I went, "Aren't we at a finance development conference?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, but tech is really booming and coming in
Mhm.
hot," right? So to
Also, the
me,
CFOs are often in charge of tech, and they are definitely in charge of how the company is going to spend their financial resources. So,
yes.
I mean, like I go just for meetings, that and a couple really good parties.
Well, fair, fair.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got back in the restaurant industry after like a small hiatus, I will tell you, there's no other industry like the restaurant industry. There
Hmm.
really isn't. I was talking to someone in retail and they go, restaurants seem to share with each other. Retailers don't really share a lot with each other. And I said, oh, yeah, no, it's our thing. It's like a weird family. Like there's no, we'd like to all pretend we have the secret bullet or the secret sauce, but we're all doing the same thing and trying to do the same thing, just with a different take on it. So I have been really impressed with our industry and how they come together. And that's why the parties are so good too.
I think that it's a result of the actual sort of purchase pattern of the guest. Our customers have 21 chances a week to buy our product. So by
Mm,
30, by 4 weeks, you have all these chances every day to purchase someone's food. And so it's really about like we're competing for share of wallet for sure. But we're also competing with grocery stores and convenience
yeah.
stores. And, I think there was that acquisition of Potbelly that just got announced, right? There's
Yeah. By
7
a
11.
convenience store.
7-Eleven is coming in hot. They've got a whole like food pickup thing happening. And then there's the Wawas of the world and the convenience stores that are getting much better at selling food. So, like, everybody's coming for the food purchase because it's one of the consumer things that is still being purchased. So, if you think about retail or clothing, I mean, malls have been destroyed. So, everything's online. And then you're online, what are you
Hmm.
doing? You're going to the brands that you know, or maybe whatever you're getting tempted with on Instagram. So they're going to find it much more competitive than we are.
That makes complete sense. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about this stuff all day, but I think we should do some of our own food for thought real quick.
Oh, okay. So I get to ask you silly
Yeah.
questions?
I mean, you always go first. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, first question, I'm not going to ask you what restaurant. I'm going to ask you, now that you're single, who's your celebrity crush?
Oh.
Or who
So
would you want to go on a date with?
I
Dead
have,
or
so
alive?
let's remember middle aged woman here. Okay. So I'm going to age myself up and down real quickly. Um, if I'm going up a little bit, we're going to Hugh
Oh,
Jackman.
she can't settle with one. Hugh
No, no, no.
Jackman is
There's
older
multiple.
than
We have,
you?
aren't you supposed to have like a hall pass or what? I don't know, like how
Girl,
that
you can
works.
have whatever pass you want. You could have an
Fair,
unlimited pass right now.
fair. So Hugh Jackman, uh, if you've ever seen him without his shirt, not that I have, just like, in movies, looks,
Hmm.
looks great. Also, big fan of Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he'd be the most amazing human, and I think he is.
Okay.
Now now if
Based
I'm gonna
on
age down a
absolutely
little bit
nothing.
and not be a cradle robber completely, but like Zac Efron?
Actually, that's not cradle robbing for you. I think he's like late 30s, by the way. He used to live in my neighborhood.
Oh, well, okay,
Crazy.
didn't know that. Fun
Super hot.
fact. Okay, then no, then he's totally my age, we're good.
Okay.
And, so Zach, if you're listening, uh, Baywatch, really enjoyed the view. Really, really did,
And
not
you
just
mean
of the
of the
ocean.
beach? You mean of the beach?
Mhm, yeah, the
Are
beach
you
was so beautiful.
objectifying a man, Erin? Are you objectifying a
No,
man live
I
on
mean,
air?
sometimes we have to dish it back what they dish to us, right?
Oh, I'm just saying, just got to
But
call a
just a
spade
little
a
bit,
spade.
just a
Yep.
little.
Okay, my turn, my
All right,
turn.
your turn. Okay, so if you weren't working in this industry doing what you're doing now,
Porn,
what's your
porn,
dream job?
porn,
Boring? I can't
porn.
ask you that.
I said porn.
Oh, porn. I thought you said
Yeah.
boring.
No, I said porn.
Oh, well,
She wanted to hear boring though.
uh,
Okay.
I guess I could
Really?
see that for you. Yeah.
I would have loved to have been like a stand-up comedian or like a comedy writer of some kind. I do love that. I did creative writing for a long time. I still write poetry, which I don't really talk about much. There's a few people out there that know about it. Um, but those things don't pay well. So restaurant tech sales it is.
That's what I said. I would always be an actor, and then it turns out I like money.
Yeah. I
So
tried acting once too. I definitely did. You can't be remotely attractive in LA and not give it a shot because it's a little bit of a crapshoot, right? So you might
yeah,
as well roll the dice.
exactly.
Turns out I'm not very good at memorizing things, which anyone who knows me will know that is true. And also turns out I'm not good at being other people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm really good at being me. Like
Not to bring it
I
back
can
to
do
Dak
me
Shepard
really
and my love
well.
of his podcast, but that's what he says too. He's like, I've done so well with this podcast because
Yeah.
turns out my acting career wasn't going the exactly where I wanted it to because he's better at being himself.
Yeah. I just wish more people liked that
I love you for
or
being
were
yourself.
willing to pay for it.
Fair. Uh, all right. One
Oh,
more
my turn.
question for each of us. Your turn.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I wasn't ready. Which is your favorite child?
No favorite child. Just like
Fuck
I
you.
couldn't
You
pick one
know that's
man.
not true.
Uh, I no. There are. I think one of our guests said this at one point. She said, "It's not that I have a favorite child. I have a favorite child in the moment, right?
Right.
The one that's not causing me grief
Yeah,
or
the
throwing a
ones that's not
tantrum."
there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but I love them
fair.
all. Kai, Kinsey, and Liam equally. Liam would have had a K name too, but then I would have had the KKK, and well, you can't do
Dear
that.
God, did you think about that?
I
Like, I can't.
literally was
Oh,
like, because I didn't want my
yeah,
kids to get made fun of for anything, right?
yeah.
So you think about every name you name your kid and like, how are someone going to change this or what is it going to be? Or like, you know, I didn't want them to be able to rhyme their names with anything that's horrible either. And because I know what it's like to be made fun of, I want to take away anything else that, I mean, people are always going to find things to make fun of you
Okay,
for.
well, here
And so,
we
yeah,
go. If you were going to name one of your kids a K name, another K name, what would it have been? Feels like it should just be Kyle or
no,
Kevin,
like Caden. I mean, that was kind of
Carter.
trendy.
Oh, that's more on brand for you. Little
Yeah.
Irish sounding. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know. I like it that way. So, okay, for you, what is all right, this is gonna be a deep question.
Oh,
Um,
good.
what's your biggest worry when you walk into these conferences?
Oh, do you want to know them all or you want just the biggest
Like the
one?
biggest one.
The biggest one is, do I look fat?
Really?
Yeah, because I'm still a woman.
You don't. You look great.
Well, not
But
now, but yeah, that's probably the biggest one. And then the other thing is, what if I can't find anybody to go to dinner with? Or what if I'm by myself? Or all those things.
like the insecurities that creep up when I don't think,
Yeah, my eyes are watering. Like they're just coming
oh,
up at the suggestion.
I know. And this
Are you
feeling
trying to
of
make me
like,
cry? Is this like a Barbara
I'm
Walters thing?
sorry, I
Oh
didn't
my
mean to like,
God.
but it's not, it is interesting that you bring up what is basically a lot tied to imposter syndrome,
Yeah.
which still exists. And I
Hmm.
always wonder if my male counterparts walk in feeling that way, if they're like, oof, look
No,
fat today,
no,
right? Like
they're
how they're
not.
feeling about it. They
They're not.
don't.
They're like, I don't have a job. I'm a dick to everyone at work. I can't do my what I'm supposed to do. And I feel great about myself.
Yeah, it's interesting because what I've learned through this podcast is that we all as women have these
So
hidden
many.
insecurities that are quite emotional, as you just
Hmm.
felt, and together we can kind of overcome them and fight them and know that we each are feeling the same way. So when we walk into a conference, finding a person, looking at her and going, knowing that she probably feels the same way, and
Yeah.
just making a new friend.
Well, and that's honestly like I teach it and preach it when I talk about networking, but it's also why I try to be really inclusive.
Me
Because I
too.
know how much it sucks to feel left out. So sometimes, even if I don't like someone or want them around, I will invite them to be
Yeah,
kind. And it's the
100%,
good and
100%.
bad. So I get a reputation for like bringing randoms, but then those same other people, those random people are like, oh my God, I love her. She didn't leave me standing alone.
Yeah, we were inclusive, and that's
Yeah.
what we should be. We should be inclusive, and that's the whole point of lifting other women up, right? And so that
Yeah.
they can go be inclusive, and the whole sending the elevator back down. So, with
I would
that
like to be
said,
inclusive in Alice Elliott's dinner on Monday night at RFDC. How do I get an invite to that thing?
I have no idea. All right. So this was a great ending to season 2. It truly was. And
Mhm.
Tammy, I am blessed to be able to do this with you. I am
I'm gonna
blessed that
cry. Don't make me do it.
stop, don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. I'm blessed that uh we have a great producer, and I'm blessed that we get to continue to lift up these female voices. And so, for anyone listening, if you want to be on the podcast, if you have enjoyed listening to the podcast, we want to hear from you.
We want to
Uh,
hear from sponsors so that Sam can get paid.
oh, well, yeah, that too. Um, Tammy's much better. She's in sales. I'm not. But we want to hear from you. So please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it, because the only reason we're able to do this is because of the people that are listening and sharing with us. That keeps us moving and keeps us going. So thank you for everyone listening at home, in your car, at work,
On
while
the
you're working
toilet,
out,
anywhere.
anywhere. So thank you. And this is Bite Size and Bossy.
Bite-sized and bossy, rising up the ranks, handing out encouragement, deposits in their banks. Inspiration coming at you like a river flowing. Women paving paths, look at them going.